Good morning, noon, afternoon, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kilogram, and today I am playing Agar.io. Agar.io is a very fun online multiplayer game that you can just play in your browser. It doesn't require an account, and it can do some pretty fun things. It's named after agar, which is a medium that cells can move around in, similar to agarose gel. And the reason it's called Agar.io is because you control a cell. The cell is your character. And you move around with a mouse, and you eat the little colored dots to gain mass. And there's some special things you can do, like you can press space to split into two, or you can press W to eject a little blob of your mass. And these have numerous strategic purposes to them, which I won't get into today. But there are plenty of videos out there that'll show you what those are for. So we start as a little tiny cell. You have to go around eating the colored dots. Now this large red thing, I don't know its name, spews out dots all around it. And if you run into it, you get absorbed by it, and it's all converted into mass for you. Now these green things, those are viruses, and if you run into them, you split into many smaller cells if you're large enough, and if you eject mass into it, you can break off it into two cells, or two viruses, and you can use it to ram other people with that. Whoop, I just absorbed a guy. You can also get nourishment from eating other cells. And oh, I forgot to name my cell. Oops. Anyways, you can name your cells things. And if you name your cells certain things like, whoa! If you name your cells certain things, okay, I'm surrounded on all sides. If you name your cells certain things, then you can get special icons on your cell. Like this guy's named Doge, or Dodge, however you pronounce that. And so he looks like the meme, you know? And there's plenty of other stuff. I mean, if you name your cell Steam, then the Steam logo appears on your cell. So you can see I'm using splitting here to get away from things. You can also split to absorb other cells. If you time it right, you can launch yourself forward. Okay, it's trying to absorb me. See, he split him off. He split off in an attempt to grab me. I'm not doing too good. Oh, I was just absorbed. Well, at least I'm more mobile. See, the larger you get as a cell, the slower you are, which is kind of cool. There's a lot more strategy in this game than people think there is. So if I press W, that's an ejection. That little blob right there. Oh, I was absorbed. Now, we're going to go to FFA. Now, FFA is the classic game mode, and it doesn't have the red things. It doesn't have the red things. The dots just spawn around the map, and okay. Well, the dots spawn around the map in the other game mode as well, but I guess experimental has the red ones. Some of these guys name their cells really inappropriate things. I've seen several. And you can use like Unicode characters. Like I've seen a cell that was just a cat face, for instance. Lag. Shoot. Okay. I just split two to escape. Now your cells will eventually recombine if they're moving into each other for an extended period of time. Oh. I came out alive. Oh, not really. Oh, still came. Oh shoot, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Oh! Oh, I made it. That's great. Except now I've got all these people to deal with. Yeah, if you're a small cell, if you're just starting out, yeah, people really want to get at you. Yeah, that guy's named Musical Notes. That's cool. And you can see your total number of mass displayed. And I died. Okay. Now, if you get large enough, you'll start to decay and lose mass every second, and it ramps up the more you, or the bigger mass you are. So I'm gonna actually name my guy now. What should I name him? All right, Zach. Now we're playing teams, and in this game mode there are 3 teams. There's red, blue, and green, and typically there tends to be one team that's very far ahead of the other teams. I've seen a couple games where they're pretty much even, but that's kind of rare. And it's measuring total mass that you have. Oh god, this lag. This lag is intense, guys. Now, yes, teams. So I actually like this game mode better than FFA because you can you can hide behind larger cells that got your back, you know. Um, ooh. Oh, it's a green, right? Not FFA. Okay, and oh, clutch, clutch escape. Clutch escape. There's a big field of dots here. We're gonna eat them all up. And to recombine, I'm now somewhat large, I guess. My record is about 600 mass total. That's my highest. I've seen videos where people go up to 14,000 in mass, and that's insane. But some people are very good at this game. I'm not. Oh, see that's where I used space to get another guy. You know, surprisingly, this game is actually pretty popular in Turkey, and it's even gotten to the point where political posters and political cartoons are modeled after agar.io, and so there's like different blobs represent different things. Like one of them will be labeled like corruption, the other will be labeled this party, and they'll show one eating the other, stuff like that. It's fascinating. And a recombine. Gotcha. I'll get you too. Looks like green is making a comeback. Oh. Oh, snap. Okay, I think I split myself too much. But hey, at least this way I'm more mobile because it takes into account the individual sizes of the cells, not necessarily the total mass you have. Eek. Oh shoot, okay. Put my mouse too low and everything popped up. See, in this state, I can't absorb cells that are similar size to me. It's not just, oh, I have one more mass than this cell, I can absorb them. No, you have to be like a significant value above that cell's mass in order to absorb. All right, 400. 400. I'm probably gonna have to split soon, but yeah, this guy's got me. Or does he? Huh, interesting question. So I haven't really gotten into the uses of W or ejecting mass like that. Now, you can use W to eject mass to shed a small amount of your weight if you're trying to escape someone. That is handy in some instances. And you can eject into a virus to split it, I think. Here, once I recombine, oh, space. Yeah, oh, that guy will split. Let's see, let's find a virus away from the other team. The other teams, excuse me. Where could it be? It's worth noting that naming your guy special things like Doge and Steam don't work in this game. Alright, I eject mass. I eject. No, okay. Maybe it's splitting. Like if I split into, no. Okay, that doesn't work. Well, I remember there was some way to duplicate viruses. Split. No, it doesn't work. Okay. I'll split again. Now that I've foolishly wasted a significant amount of my mass trying to duplicate a virus. I'm probably going to get eaten soon. Clutch. Yeah, some of my guys are like 20 mass. I cannot have that. Arg. Shoot. No. Come on. Come on, make it. Yes! Alright, I escaped that guy. Also, you can use W to feed your team. Basically, feed other people in order to make them bigger, in order to absorb them. Something like that. We're so similar in mass, we just pass right over each other. Cool. You can spectate matches like these as well by clicking on the spectate button when you open the settings. Actually, I'm doing pretty good at this game. This particular game, that is. See, this guy tried to name himself Doge, but it failed. He doesn't look like Doge in Teams mode. That guy too. What's wrong? Oh dear, 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 oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not good at all. Oh, I'm so small I can't split. Now everyone's trying to. No, not lag, not lag. I've got to stop putting my mouse so far down. At least I'm small enough now that I'm fairly mobile. Except that guy's got me cornered. No, I can't split. Still can't split. If you're small enough, I think you can hide in viruses and ambush people, but I haven't seen that used to any effect yet. But see, I'm pretty small, so if I go into a virus, it doesn't affect me. Actually, yeah, it doesn't affect me. Oh, big things happening. At least kill everyone. Survived, otherwise our team would have taken a massive hit. Now I can split. Oh, juked! Juked! Now there's a border to this world. It's right here. You'll notice that there are no colored dots past this point, and I can't move past this point, and my cell gets squished along the edge. I wish they marked the boundary better though. That's just me personally. Alright, I think there we go. We are back in one cell. So you can see how fluid this game is. It's very fluid. Things can change very rapidly. In fact, essentially, all cells can just be completely different sizes after 10 minutes of play. Um, Now, in some instances, it's really like uh, it's an MMO. It's because you you have the region US West, US East, Europe, Turkey, Russia, all those locations, and then you have a bunch of different agar trays or playing fields within that server, and each playing field has like 50 different individual players on it at once, and it's and you just people come and go on their own time. There's no real I guess punishment for leaving. There's no lever buster. There's um, there's no definite start and end to the game. It's always going on. It's perpetually existing. Now, if you notice, I think I'm large enough size. If you watch my mass counter, every couple seconds or so, it decreases by 3 mass. That's me decaying. I'm at large enough. I'm large enough now that I'll start decaying. Um, yes, that is pretty much the extent of my knowledge about agar.io. Um, I know Sethbling's made a version of it in Minecraft with slimes. You each ride a slime, and the slime grows and shrinks. Because actually, I'm not going to challenge that. Um, Slimes can't just be small, medium, and large. There's actually 128 different sizes of slime. They just scale. Of course, the really large slimes are only obtainable through command blocks, like you do /summon slime, blah 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 blah, size equals 90. That's a paraphrasing and not how you summon a large slime. You should look it up on the Minecraft wiki for how to summon a slime that big, but it's something like that. Yeah, we're not going to absorb each other. Or are we? Well, still, the guy's there. Whoa. There are too many big people in that area. The doctor, AFK, absorbed by Doge. So I think we're going to end this video at the end of my next, or when I die next. That's where we're going to end it. Of course, I could just commit suicide, but that's no fun. Oh, gee. Green's getting hard hit. They're decreasing to about nil. This may be the end of the road for us, guys. We'll see. Oh, see, that was a guy running into a virus and exploding into a bunch of pieces. He was originally one cell, and then just everything, all hell broke loose for him. There is no sound for this game, by the way, so don't expect don't expect any music. In fact, I would recommend playing music while you play this game. Otherwise, it's just kind of boring. I'm not playing music, of course, since I'm recording, and I have to copyright the music. But oh, Ball is after me. Actually, he's after. Yeah, that guy can absorb me. Can he though? No, he can't. Okay, I've survived really long in this game. This is far longer than I usually survive. Oh, Pity's AFK, I'm gonna claim him. Won't provide much, only 10 mass, but because you start with 10. And I'm past the 300 mark, guys. 320 in a field full of dots for me to eat. And you'll notice as I get bigger, the screen zooms out, and it gets the grids get smaller. The grid lines do. They get closer together. And oh, 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 no. Of course, my cell also physically occupies more space on the screen, and everything else gets smaller by comparison. Got aim. You might have noticed in the FFA and experimental game modes, well, the guy just split again, there's a leaderboard showing the top 10 players by mass. And that doesn't exist in the teams mode, of course. It just shows the pie chart. But, oh dear. Oh dear. You just got split. Retreat. And if you spectate anything, it always homes in on the largest cell, or the largest group of cells. This guy named his red dude, go green. Because you can't predict what team you go on. The game balances the teams. If there's more people on one team, they'll put people on the other two teams when they first join. So I think that guy wanted to be on green, but didn't get it. I only wish there was an experimental teams mode. That'd be interesting. Because there could be like huge team fights over the red blobs. That'd be cool. Got him. Oh, and I just died. Alright guys, this recording has run on for a pretty long time. It's run on for 25 and a half minutes. So I'm going to end it here. I need a better outro. Thanks for watching.